Sunday. I'm still getting used to this live thing, and I don't know if I'm holding my phone the right angle, but I'm learning every time. So good morning. No, good afternoon. It's already afternoon. Sundays go way too fast. So aren't you tired of feeling unworthy? Really? What I want you to consider, let me ask you this on a scale of 1 to 10. My clients, you guys all know that I love my 1 to 10 scale. So a scale of 1 to 10, how worthy do you feel you are? How deserving do you feel you are to create the dream, to create the life that you want, to live the life of your dreams, to get your needs met, to feel fulfilled? 10 being the most worthy, 1 being the least. So just check in with yourself. What number would you rate yourself? And then my clients, you guys know my next question. What's in between your number and a 10? Can you believe that a 10 is possible? Because it is. The only way you could make that happen is, number 1, to believe that functioning at a 10 is possible. And then taking the actions that you need to take to prove to yourself that you deserve whatever it is you want. So whatever your number is, I want you to just begin to take a moment to look around in your life and notice what it is about your life that has you feeling unworthy. Like, because of your belief around worthiness or unworthiness, your actions are driven by that. So for example, well, I'm thinking of someone in particular right now. So I was speaking to a woman recently who was really struggling with whether or not she could move forward and get the support she needed from me. So working with me as a coaching client. And she shared that she doesn't feel like she deserves it, that she should be using her money on other things, that the other things are more important. She should be investing it in other people. And so I asked her the question, how worthy do you feel? And she said, about a 3. And then I asked her, so what is it that you're doing in your life right now that has you feel like that proves to you that you're unworthy? She said, well, I'm constantly focusing on taking everybody else. I put myself on the bottom of the list. And there's lots of things that I want to do that I need support with that I'm too afraid to ask for. And those are all ways that I prove to myself that I'm unworthy. I make sure that my belief is true. Hi, Barb. And so I asked her, so how does that feel? What is all of that costing you? She said frustration. She said she felt alone. She said she felt resentful that everybody else was being taken care of and she wasn't. So lots of strong feelings came up for her around it. And through the course of this conversation, she came to realize that this was her creation. She was choosing to believe she doesn't deserve what she wants. She was making choices to prove to herself that she was unworthy. And it was really affecting her health. It was affecting her relationships. Then she got that aha moment and realized, wow, I can believe that I'm worthy. And then she got scared because she thought, wow, I'm going to have to do some new things. I'm like, yeah, you will have to do some new things. You have to prove to yourself now that you're worthy, that you deserve whatever it is you want. So many people struggle with this. And so I began to ask her, so what would you do if you felt like you deserve the life of your dreams? She said, well, I'd sign up to work with you. I would ask some of my friends to help me with some projects that I need help with. I would ask my husband for more things that I want from him. So she created a list, and she had a whole bunch of new actions that she knew that by taking them, she would be so much happier. And so we kind of did a visioning process, and I took her through an image of how happy she could feel and fulfilled. And even though she was scared, she felt like she had possibilities. She could take charge and own her life and create a new reality. So that's what's possible for you. So I want to ask you today, what number do you give yourself on a 1 to 10 scale? what would it look like if you were functioning at a 10? I was just speaking with another person who I was talking to about my upcoming yoga and meditation retreat that's in January and in Tulum, Mexico. It's going to be awesome, of course. And she too, we kind of had the similar conversation. She was like, "Oh, I don't deserve it. I shouldn't be spending my money." And I asked her some of the same questions. Well, what could you have by committing to it? And she got all excited and scared, but excited and motivated. And I said, well, what would it cost you to not go? And she said, more of the same. So she's considering coming on the trip. And by the way, I have a yoga and meditation trip coming up in January that's going to be so awesome. You'll feel so self-deserving. And I'll post the website here. So be deserving today. Feel worthy. Because when you do, it becomes contagious. And people around you notice your new level of fulfillment. They notice your energy shift and you affect them in a new way. So spread the wealth of worthiness starting today. All right? Hi, Lynn. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Amber. Hi, Barb, and anybody else who watches this. So post some comments and let me know what you think. All right? Bye.